My name is William Dare. In my previous video, I told you about the history of Lionel Technology Solutions. Today, however, I'll explain why I went into detail into Ian Graves' life, and how it is much more sinister than it may come across. When Ian's parents were gone, it left a hole in Ian's heart. To fill this hole, he turned to technology, the only thing he truly knew in life. He took over his father's business and built upon it tenfold, even surpassing Lionel's well-known rival, Evo. Through years of research and pushing the world's technological limits, Ian finally reached what he had been working towards all those years, the Opus. The Opus, at face value, is the world's smartest and best home speech recognition device, or how they're usually referred to as VoSelects. Cell phones and tablets made their runs, but as Lionel kept pioneering, the tech world changed. Evo created the first VoSelect, called the Rexcon. While successful, it was the first of its generation, so quickly it became outdated. Now, with the release of Lionel's Opus, Rexcon was shoved out of the spotlight. The Opus outsold Rexcon in just a few months, catapulting Lionel to the media's attention. This is where the Victorial Lion Project, or VLP, comes into play. Within the first week of its release, the media outlets began reporting certain problems with the Opus's user interactions. Users of the Opus would frequently feel lightheaded and often forgot why they chose to do certain activity at that moment. All these instances went in hand with heavy Opus use, but nothing ever came of it. Lionel Tech simply said they were looking into the problem, but it was soon forgotten by the media. Myself and the rest of the VLP did not forget. We paid closer attention to these user reports and chose to delve deeper. Seeking out the users who had problems with the Opus, we came to a couple conclusions. 1. The Opus was almost certainly to blame for the lightheadedness and forgetfulness. A few days without the use of it showed that these symptoms only appeared after heavy Opus use. 2. Ian Graves and the rest of Lionel Tech are aware of the problem and hide it however possible. When Ian publicly addressed the issues, his team tweaked the Opus's firmware so that the symptoms weren't as obvious. But we found them still slightly present, just not enough for the media to care. This leads us to what the VLP believes is happening with the Opus. It is named the Opus because this is Mr. Graves' last hurrah in the tech world. He wants to create something like never before, his magnum opus. Ian is a broken man. Losing his parents at such a young age takes a toll, and for Ian, this shaped his life much differently. There's a hole in which no one can fill, no one but his parents. Ian can't bring them back, but he can revive them in a way. The VLP believes that Ian Graves is using his new piece of tech to slowly brainwash or take over certain users' minds to mold them into that of his parents. More details to follow.